Right, welcome. I really hate reports like this. James Cameron takes responsibility for Terminator Dark Fate's failings. We got high on our own supply. This is just a PR stunt to try to get people to watch Avatar. And it's really frustrating because loads of people will go, oh yeah, it's fine. And I mean, this is in part his story. So, and what's there to say he's not got high on his own supply for Avatar? I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It seems weird. Seems, bizarre. But everyone will sort of forgive and forget. And, I'm all about, forgiving and forgetting and people apologising. But this is not really that great. Because this is one in a long line of stuff. Terminator Genesis. James Cameron came out and said, yeah, I just promoted that for my friend. I think it was crap. I'll just lie to everyone just because I want my friend to make money. Like, what? That's insane. And people forgot about that. Same thing with Terminator Dark Fate. Oh, yeah, no worries, mate. No. Absolute nonsense. And bearing in mind, remember, these people hated you. Tim Miller came out and called everyone misogynist. So after helming 2016's Deadpool, Tim Miller quickly became one of Hollywood's most in-demand directors after creative differences with Ryan Reynolds led to the filmmaker walking away from Deadpool 2. He set about rebooting the Terminator franchise and ended up burying his career. But he did it alongside James Cameron because James Cameron had got the rights back. Yeah? Cool. And then he sold them straight back to the people who made Terminator Genesis. And then lied to you all. And I got so much flack from reporting on this film. And I had like behind the scenes sources. I revealed a bunch of stuff. And there were Reddit threads about me from little Terminator jack-offs who still to this day can't own the fact that all that I reported on was just true. Terminator Dark Fate ended up scoring positive reviews and praise from fans. No, it didn't. What fans? What? I mean, it earned no money at all. $62 million in North America on a $261 million worldwide. It was a huge bomb. Like a massive, massive flop. So no one really watched it. No one was keen on it. And they say for whatever reason, it just didn't resonate with moviegoers. Do you know why that is? Because it's just an amalgamation of all the films together. They're like, just do all the films in one. Yeah, because that's definitely going to work, isn't it? Oh, we're going to murder John Connor at the start. Because everyone really wants to see that. No, they don't. You bellend. And here's the statement. I think the problem, and I'm going to wear this one, is that I refuse to do it without Arnold. Tim didn't want Arnold, but I said, look, I don't want that. Arnold and I have been friends. Fucking God, him and Arnold. And I'm a bodybuilding fan, right? Like, I took up bodybuilding. I've competed in bodybuilding contests and stuff. Arnold Schwarzenegger was an idol. But goodness me, man. Like, know when to stop. Tim didn't want Arnold, but I said, look, I don't want that. Arnold and I have been friends for 40 years. And I could hear it. And it would go like this. Jim, I can't believe you're making a Terminator movie without me. Oh, so Arnold, the disembodied voice of Arnold guilted you, did it? Guilt-tripped you into making it with him. Fucking you, dickhead. It just didn't mean that much to me to do it. But I said, if you guys could see your way clear to bringing Arnold back, and then, I'd be happy to be involved. And then Tim wanted Linda. I think what happened is, I think the movie could have survived having Linda in it. I think it could have survived having Arnold in it. But when you put Linda and Arnold in it, and then, she's 60-something, he's 70-something, all of a sudden, it wasn't your Terminator movie. It wasn't even your dad's Terminator movie. It was your granddad's Terminator movie. And we didn't see that. Are you legit trying to say it was Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger's presence in the Terminator movie that sunk it? Not the fact that you killed off John Connor at the start and swapped everyone out for girl power and made it just abundantly clear that you hated essentially all men in your film. even Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator, has become a cuck to his wife that makes drapes for a living. But no, definitely, it's nothing to do with any of that. It's definitely Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger both being in the film. You are so monumentally out of touch. James Cameron, monumentally out of touch. I can't believe he actually thinks it's Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger's presence, both in conjunction in the movie, that made people not like it. You're plain wrong. We loved it. We thought it was cool. And you know that we were making this sort of direct sequel to a movie that came out in 1991. And young movie-going audiences weren't born. They wouldn't even have been born for another 10 years. So it was just our own myopia. We kind of got a little high on our own supply. And I think that's the lesson there. Holy shit. Do you see how out of touch he really is? He legitimately actually thinks, ladies and gents, that Terminator Dark Fate bombed because Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger were in it together. That's right. You can't really make this stuff up. That is mental. What an absolute idiot. There's no two ways about it. I don't care. You can don't bet James Cameron. I don't care. He's a moron. That is so stupid and so out of touch. And this article's dumb as well. That's an interesting way of looking at it. But Cameron isn't wrong. The movie relied heavily on the nostalgia factor. And while longtime fans were excited to see the original leads reunite, it was a creative decision that quite clearly didn't have widespread or mainstream appeal. Did you all forget what happened in the first 5 minutes of the movie? Has everyone just had like a collective brain damage? What the fuck is wrong with everyone? Like, what is actually wrong with everyone? Yeah, definitely. And this is the problem with statements like this, is it'll do the rounds so much that it'll become the actual conversation. People will go, yeah, it was just because Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger were in it together. That's the reason. And everyone will just forget that James Cameron and Tim Miller killed John Connor at the start of the movie. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Mental. Actually mental. So out of touch.